Yeah, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share our experiences using a biotoilet system that already developed in Japan, that we applied it in Indonesia. So here is about the community-based total sanitation in Indonesia, the policy and experiences. Yeah, this is a news facts on, on 2013. This is from the UN Vice Secretary General, Jan Eliasson. He said that there are 10 countries with the worst sanitation condition, and that countries is here, the Indonesian in the second, and Burkina Faso in the 10th. So this is a fact that we have to face it. And the background in Indonesia, Indonesia still faces great challenges in relation to water, hygiene, and sanitation. And in 2006, so about 47% of population still defecate at rivers, fields, so this is open defecation. And the government has said that activities by washing hands, this is not about the washing hand with the soap, but by washing hand activities, it can reduce the diarrhea. When we wash the hand after defecating, it can reduce about 12%. When after cleaning babies and children, it could be 9%. Before taking meals, this is the Indonesian normally do, this is 14%, and before feeding the babies. This is proper policy for the women normally. And this is the other behavior by the Indonesian is to boil the water. Whatever the water, they boil it first to get a drinking water. But the fact is about 50% of the water, even that is boiled already, still contained E. coli. And that's why it's contributed to the high incidence of diarrhea in Indonesia. In the year 2006, this is about 400 per 1,000 people at all ages got the diarrhea. And the case fatality rate on an extraordinary incidents is very high too. So if they count it as the economic losses, so it have an impact of 2.3% of the GDP. This is high for us, and we can use it actually this for other good purposes. This is the other policy from the WHO, that the diarrhea could be reduced by doing such things. So by access to basic sanitation, it could reduce the diarrhea case to 30%, and to washing hand with soap, this is maybe sponsored with soap, it is going to be 45%, and then about 40% through safety treating water in household. But when we change the behavior using this all, it could be reduced about 90%. This is a good rate. I would like to explain you a bit about the development of the policy in sanitation in Indonesia. We began it a little bit late after the WSSD with MDGs goal, and then the community have studied in India and Pakistan, and they they choose that the community-led total sanitation approaches is the best for Indonesia. And the government give the strong attention to this into a policy. The focus in all the sanitation aspect is about open defecation free program. So doing this in the policy, it could increase the community that could be in open defecation free community from 160 villages. This is as a trial in 2006. In 1 year could be 500 villages. It's very significant steps. But this policy is a top-down policy. This is a multi-sectoral approaches by many ministerial, but it's not involving the community directly. So it is more from top-down. And then they realized that it didn't work well, and the government now making a new change the policy in 2008 to the community-based total sanitation. This policy is the approach is to change people hygiene and sanitation behavior through community empowerment by employing some triggering methods like shame and disgusting on the open defecation and so on. And this program consists of 5 pillars. And the first, it's very important, is about stop open defecation. This is a national strategy, but I have to skip. And I would like to tell you about the case of an urban slum area in Bandung City. So this is just for you can imagine where is Indonesia. Indonesia is here. It is an archipelago country. And here is Burkina Faso, so a bit wide. And here the Indonesian. And I have here a map. It is the newest map. That the green map is already open defecation free, but the yellow is still have a problem with that, include here in Java Islands. And we have a study here in Bandung City with 2.5 million people living in that city. So bigger, I think, than in here, Burkina Faso. And here is the area that we have studied. Here an area about 3 hectares with 30,000 people living here. But we, here is a channel that flow through this area. So we have made a study here to see how is the water quality in this area, here in upstream, in the middle, and the downstream. You can see here about the pH, for example. In the upstream, the pH is very high because there is some discharge from the textile industries. And the people will to blame everything to these industries. But the fact here, you can see there's a dilution effect of the people activities who living in this area. And you can see here from the turbidity too. Here is in the morning, this is very high. Turbidity. And about the flow rate, you can see here too that the effect of people who living in this area has more significant than the activity in the upstream. And here the situation, the existing public toilet and channel condition. You can see here the public toilet. Oh, sorry. So the public toilet here is only a pit bowl with no water facility available in this. And all the discharge coming to this channel. And this is a study that we have made that the people living in this area, they consume water. It's very high, about 45% only for the urinate and defecation. The water consumption per day is lower than rich people, of course, but it is significantly high because all the discharge will be flown to the channel. So when we talk about the CBTS policy, actually the focus is more for the village people, village community. How about in urban or slum area in Indonesia? So in the urban or slum area in Indonesia, this is a fact that they are the area that multi-ethnic people living there, multi-job but informal. They are unemployed mostly, but they're making everything. Illegal landowner, high populated, small area, lack of space, of course, lack of clean water, poverty, and they have to pay more for clean water than other people. But this people is very creative, but selfish, and they rely on the community leaders living there. But this is to other, maybe it is very good for the social scientists. They ignore very easily, but they are tolerant. So this is the public toilet facilities. You can see here everything. The discharge is coming directly to the channel, small channel, and then to the big channel. How to reduce pollution to the channel? That's the idea, to use the bio toilet or the dry toilet or the composting toilet. We assumed when we replace all the public toilet, there are 19 public toilet along the small channel. When we can replace that public toilet, maybe we could reduce the pollution in the channel. So that's the first point. But there is some result that we got about they need water still to wash the body, because we are Muslim countries and 90% of the people is Muslim. But the bio toilet itself offers some prospective results to get to the possibility of to develop small-scale enterprise. Yeah, but it is also important to evaluate the habits and economic capacity of people. Sorry. Okay, that we have tried to apply one bio toilet for 10 households in this area. This area at the first it is very crowded, but now it's very good because of the bio toilet, and the acceptance is very high. They don't care about this technology. This is a new technology. This is clean enough, and this is make us comfort to use the toilet. So, but the energy is still, because we use for the lighting, it's very expensive. So there's some question actually still open about the daily maintenance. How to organize it? Who will organize it? So there's some question that we still open until now. But in existing, they already have a management tool for collecting the garbage. So we would like to use it. This is some ideas to collect the compost from the bio toilet, use by the collector and the urine too, and to get the middle station here together with the garbage, transporting, and then to the farmers. This is the result in Bandung area using the total nitrogen balance. We can see that is the area in a radius of 32 kilometers in Bandung city. It could be as the area of the reachable area of this. And here is the rice field and the plantation, rubber and tea, surround the Bandung. So here is the calculation, still on modeling. But if 6,000 households in this slum area could use biotoilet, a significant amount of urine and compost could be collected. And this will, there will be a potentially economic value. Thank you very much.